Hi, my name is Christina and welcome to my channel Magic Travels. This is a budget-friendly hotel review just outside of Disney World. So I'm staying at the Holiday Inn off Vineland. I'll go ahead and link the hotel and everything below and give you the address right here. Now let me tell you all about it. I have 10 categories by which I rate hotels, and they can score out of 10 for each of them, and then they can get at most a total score of 100 in my rubric. So first thing we need to do is back up to my check-in and parking processes. The first thing I want to talk about is my experience at check-in and the service. I thought the service was great. The staff was friendly, professional, and quick to get me to my room. It was easy to park at the entrance and walk right in. There was ample seating and entertainment available in the lobby, so it was a solid 10 out of 10 for check-in. The second thing I want to talk about is parking. It can be so difficult to find parking, especially when you get to hotels late after enjoying the parks all day. But there is ample parking around the entire building, a huge section for compact cars off to one side of the building, and well-lit parking lots, which means so much to me in terms of safety. Number 3 is convenience. I was able to park at the back door. The elevator's right there. There was no long winding corridors. I was at my room within 2 minutes. It was quick and easy, 10 out of 10 for convenience as well. Next up is feeling of safety. First things first, now that I'm in the room, I went ahead and locked these. I'm gonna do my security checks with the mirrors. I already checked the closet. Mirror. One more mirror in the bathroom. All right, looks good. We made sure that this door over here was locked. And we looked under the bed. Then we will come and completely close the blinds. The elephant in the room, I'll start off by noting that this light keeps flickering. It did not do this when I initially turned it on. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off before it gives me a headache. That's a minor thing, but I'm sure they would change the light bulb if I needed them to. So far, safety is a 10 out of 10. I'll revisit that in the morning after I have made it through the night, but parking was well lit. I felt safe getting into my room, checking everything. So far we're doing great with that. Now it's just me. The bed is obviously ample space. It feels soft. There are 4 very big, very fluffy pillows. I like that. So far the bed's looking good, but I won't be able to give an accurate review to the morning, so I will revisit that as well. The next thing I look at is outlets. I think it's very important for our hotel to have working outlets and a lot of outlets. So let's see how many they have. Walking in, I'm immediately impressed by these 3 outlets and 2 USBs, and it looks like an aux, although I don't know what that would connect to. We've got 2 outlets in the bathroom on each side of the bed. We have the same setup, so there are 2 outlets here and 2 USBs. Same thing under the flickering lamp, except all 3 outlets are available here. And then by the TV, we have 2 more of these 3 outlet, 2 USB devices. I have to go around and plug my phone into every single one of them and see if it works. Blue light, blue light, blue light. Up next, we have the AC. I immediately cranked it down and it immediately started cranking out some cold air. I don't know if you could hear it behind me. Let me show you the setup. When I came in, it said 69 was the temperature. It was set to 72 and it was in the medium. I put it on high, and then I put it on cool, and it immediately started cranking over here. Honestly, I can already feel the room cooling off. I just want to point out that I set the temperature 15 minutes ago and it is down to 67. Up next, we have the bathroom, and that constitutes a lot of different things. It's cleanliness, it's toiletries, it's towels, it's water pressure and heat and convenience. So let's get into it. First things first, let's check out this shower door. Okay, it moves with ease. I like that. And I especially love that I can turn the shower on from here. Let's make it hot and see how long it takes to get hot. We're relatively cool right now. I'm feeling warm and we have hot. Okay, that is a good time, yes. For towels, this is a one night stay. We have 3 full-size towels here, a bathroom mat towel, and then several washcloth type towels. By way of toiletries, they gave us a soap bar, lotion, shampoo, and conditioner. I am gonna try them all out and I will get back with you on that. I also wanna note and appreciate that they made the tissues look cute. It's kind of like a little flower. And they have this little sign. This is so sweet. Forgot something? It happens to the best of us. Just let the front desk know and we'll help you out. Number 9, my next up is cleanliness. So far, the room looks immaculate, very clean. I haven't found a single hair, a piece of dust, anything. I checked out the microwave, which is commonly messy, and the fridge, both of which are perfectly clean. Let's pull back the blanket on the bed. All right, pulling back the blanket. Don't see any stains. The pillows look good. Let's do the other side too. It's a very well maintained room. And finally, my last category is just bonus points. So off the bat, we got a point for the microwave and a point for the fridge because I absolutely love a microwave and a fridge. Let's check out the TV and see what kind of channels we have. No points for the TV. It's just basic channels that most hotels have. There's no option for a menu. I can't connect Netflix. Just a basic TV, no extra points. It's sufficient. I found another point while I'm getting settled. They have laundry bags. I love when hotels do this. It's so great to be able to put your dirty laundry separate from your clean laundry. I do bring bags with me sometimes. I did not this trip, so this is great to have. An additional extra point that I am giving them is in the lobby, right by the front desk, they had a sign offering sensory bags, which I absolutely loved. I know what they are, but I did ask the front desk clerk about the sensory bags. She was fully aware of everything that was in them and explained their uses to me and was very helpful and wonderful with that, and I love that they provide that here. I also found a sensory room on my floor. It was locked. It is only available for those who need it, and they just have to talk to the staff or have someone with them talk to the staff to have access to this room. I think that is so great. I've never seen a hotel have this before. All right, now let's get comfortable and get into bed. It is almost 1 in the morning. I've got another park day tomorrow. I will give you final scores and final opinions in the morning before I check out. Good morning. I made it through the night. I'm sticking with a 10 out of 10 for safety. At no point did anyone come jiggle the handle or anything like that. I've had hotels where at 7 o'clock in the morning, one of their employees was trying to open my door. Like, as a woman who travels alone, safety is very important to me. It was quiet, it was comfortable, felt great all night. Safety is still a 10 out of 10. As for the bed, it is one of the more comfortable beds that I've ever slept in a hotel as well. I have back problems and normally they're very hard, but this one wasn't bad. My back's not feeling too bad. So I'm gonna go with an 8 out of 10 on the bed. And then for the bathroom, just got out the shower. The shampoo was fine. The conditioner, I wasn't a big fan of. I don't feel like it conditioned anything. It smelled okay though. Wasn't a fan of their bar of soap either. It just didn't really have much of a scent to it. But of course, most people bring their own toiletries. I normally do, except when I'm reviewing a hotel. The water pressure was great. So I'm gonna go an 8 out of 10 on the bathroom as well. Let's look at the final scores. All right, let's tally up our points and review. Check-in and service was great. That's a solid 10 out of 10. Parking was ample around the entire building. Another 10 out of 10. Convenience, 10 out of 10. Feeling of safety as a woman traveling alone. This is so important to me, and I felt very safe the entire time. So another solid 10 out of 10. The beds were 8 out of 10. One of the more comfortable beds I've ever stayed at in a hotel. Outlets were another 10 out of 10. There was a lot of them around the room. They were all fully functioning. Air conditioning, 10 out of 10. It cooled the room down so quickly, and this is such an important factor here in Florida. Bathrooms were a 9 out of 10 just because the products were okay, but the water pressure, the heat, everything else was great. Cleanliness was a 10 out of 10, and then I gave 6 bonus points for the fridge, microwave, laundry bag, sensory bags, and overall decor and vibes. In general, I loved this hotel, would highly recommend it, would stay again. I scored it 93 out of 100. Thank you so much for watching. I love doing these hotel reviews, so if you like seeing them, subscribe, leave any suggestions in the comments below, and stay magical.